What a day, what a day, what a day, what a day. Happy Thursday, happy Thursday, happy Thursday. Day flew by like cray cray. Not going to keep you here long. Just wanted to run through some stuff. I've got a final coaching call for the end of the day to wrap up. But a couple of things. One, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, you need to be somewhere in the area of like right here, right here, right here. Absolutely jazzed and excited. Definitely want to show up here tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. I'm going to be sharing some just absolutely awesome information with you, sort of scrolling across the bottom of the form. Gonna elevate your economic IQ a little bit. Going to give you an opportunity to test drive a free educational or test drive an educational platform around the opportunity of smart money concepts and institutional trading. So if you're in a point in your life where you're like, man, I got this money I'm making, I'm not sure, should I invest it? Should I put it in the stock market? Should I put it in a savings account? What should I do with it? You might want to check out this, take a test drive in this educational platform, check it out, see if it's something that might benefit you as well. So I'm excited about it. I'm jazzed about it. We're gonna have our first intro tomorrow. We're going to elevate your economic IQ in 15 minutes. It's going to be 6 p.m. tomorrow. You'll definitely want to reach out to me so I can get you the link. So I'm not going to be streaming live here, but I'll get you the link for it. So if you want to join me with that or for that opportunity, I'll bring it up again as a reminder in the morning. If you want to take a test drive, see if this might be something to help you generate an additional stream of income, definitely come and hang out. You can see I've been talking about it. I'm excited. I'm really jazzed. Want to make a huge impact. As you know, I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators. And basically what that means is changing people's lives, whether it's financially, spiritually, mentally, physically, whatever it needs to be, how I can help them do something and elevate, of course, as part of the financial part of that opportunity. So I'm completely excited about being able to share this opportunity as part of one of our verticals that's under our umbrella, for our corporate umbrella, which is pretty jazz. So four things that you need to do to have a DMO and how to structure your daily method of operation and how do you build a side hustle inside your regular daily routine. Maybe you have a full-time job, maybe you're a full-time mom, whatever your full-time deal is, and trying to build a side hustle income inside and around that opportunity sometimes can be a little bit of a challenge. So I'm going to share some basic things that sort of help me out. Now, these are just steps, right? These are sort of 4 pegs in the cog, as you want to call them, 4 pegs in the wheel that you need to have. Now, there's some other tools you can have, like I use Google Sheets for tracking all my leads and all my follow-ups, and I've got a really cool planner that I use for putting my hard-coded stuff in there, hard-coded stuff for my coaching and so on and so forth. So just depends on what you want to do and how you want to set yourself up to build your business and build your team. But one of the things is being organized. So what I would suggest, if you're brand new and you don't have a lot of people to follow up with, this may not pertain to you, but if you've been following up, you've got at least 50 people in your follow-up bucket to follow up with, it might be a good idea to follow this. So what I do for my daily method of operation, and this may help you as well, and for those of you that don't know me, my name is Forrest Knight. I'm a social media marketing strategist. I love helping people succeed online. I'm a coach to entrepreneurs and network marketers on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators, making an extreme impact and be a legacy creator. You see something that looks like it's poking out of my nose. This is actually an aromatherapy. I think it's called Purify, which is pretty neat. It's a little aromatherapy thing you can stick in your nose. It's pretty neat. Sort of keeps me balanced all day. And there's some other flavors. Anyway, I just thought I'd point that out. I don't know why, because somebody's like, there's something in his nose. Yeah, there is something in my nose. I'm like saying, hey, can I stick some eucalyptus up your nose? Anyway, so coming back to what I was talking about, institutional trading. If you'd like to join me for this economic IQ class, you can simply click the link that's scrolling across the bottom of the form, bottom of the page here. You can go in there and register to participate in that, see if it's something that you want to move forward with. Again, the information is only going to come to me, so if my contact details are there as well. If you have any questions, you can reach out. So 4 areas. So once you get to the point where you have at least 50 people to follow up with, and you're going to not be able to manage them, you're going to need to adjust your day around. I would suggest your DMO goes something like this. The first thing you want to do is follow up. That's the very first thing that you want to do when you get up and you sit up and you turn on your lights, your computers and everything. You want to open up your follow-up bucket, wherever that is, your planner, your list, wherever you keep your list of people to follow up with. Is you want to open those up and get those out of the way, because typically those take a little bit more time. As we know, the follow-up process, people need to be exposed or contacted 5 to 12 times to be able to make a decision or go through a funnel or whatever. They may have seen the plan for you in terms of you send them a presentation and you're in the follow-up process wherever you're at. So first thing you want to do is follow up. Second thing is you want to do all your social media stuff. So you want to get that out of the way. So your Instagrams, your Facebook Lives, any of that kind of stuff is somewhere you want to do in terms of posting that. And they don't have to go back to back to back to back. It's just an order. You want to get your follow-ups done first in the day. Then whenever you're going to do your social media stuff, you're going to put in a block of time to do your social media stuff, wherever that is going to fit in the day. And it doesn't have to be like follow-up, then social media, then steps. They don't have to be one right behind another. They just have to be in this order. If you do them, it's going to help you out a lot. So you're going to do your follow-ups first. You're going to do your social media stuff second in your day, wherever you plan those. Third is your prospecting. You're going to pick out a block of time to prospect, whatever time that is. Now, I recommend you pick out a block of time to prospect and you get really, really good, terrific at prospecting. So it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 90 minutes, whatever it is. And you sit down and you just go guns a-blazing in prospecting. Then, of course, any meetings. Number 4 would be any meetings that you might have outside of that. So if you have a meeting or something scheduled, a follow-up meeting, that whether it's a face-to-face, a Zoom call, or whatever, you're getting somebody on a meeting, that's what you do next. So the process, if it looks like this, if you've got your follow-up bucket, right, and you've got all your leads in your follow-up bucket, you go out on your social media and you do any kind of engagement. Anybody that's going to engage with you, now you can engage with them and say, hey, were you just supporting my post, or were you looking for some more information? If they say, I'd like some more information, boom, you send them a presentation. Guess what? They're back in your follow-up bucket, right? So they're in your follow-up bucket. Same thing with prospecting. You're prospecting. They say, hey, yeah, I'd like some information. Boom, you send some information. Guess where they go? They go in your follow-up bucket. So if you follow up first, right? If you follow up first, you're going to have the priorities, because your marketing, your influence, your marketing, a lot of stuff, and your prospecting, you're going to put people back into that follow-up bucket. Maybe even from a meeting that you have with somebody, you need to follow up with them. So they're going to go in your follow-up bucket. So if you have that follow-up, and I could say bucket, your list, wherever you keep your follow-up list at, if you follow up first, you're going to get the important stuff out of the way. Then, of course, like I said, you plan your social media somewhere on your calendar for the day. And, of course, you plan your prospecting somewhere on your calendar for the day. And you plug in your meetings based on the appointments that you schedule, whoever you have to have meetings. That's all going to come back to your follow-up bucket, right? It's all going to rotate itself or work its way back around to your follow-up process. So that's the order in which I would recommend you do them. If you have at least 50 or more people to follow up with, follow up first, social media stuff second, prospecting third, and then, of course, meetings fourth. And the meetings are something that might be a face-to-face, a Zoom, a live presentation, whatever you might have going on in terms of a meeting, maybe a follow-up meeting, or maybe it's just a meeting, lunch for your wife or whatever. It's a meeting. And those would come in just wherever you fit them on your calendar. If you got some value, share your number one takeaway. Again, if you'd like to learn more about institutional trading, you'd like to, elevate your economic IQ, for lack of a better word, click the link scrolling across the bottom of the screen here, or you can shoot me a private message, get it to you. Go over and take a look and see if it's something that might be something you want to do. If it's not a big deal at all, but it's better to take a look at it and get just like put your eyeballs and your ears on the information and see if it feels like it might be a fit for you. If not a big deal at all. Appreciate you, love you. Have an absolutely wonderful, wonderful weekend. I love you. Jesus loves you. There's absolutely nothing to do about it. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators, make an extreme impact, and be a legacy creator. I hope you are too. We'll see you tomorrow, 6 o'clock tomorrow. If you want to join me, shoot me a private message. I'll get you the link.